Hello, I am Brandon, the humble host of Actual Play Broadcast. This will serve as an introduction to our broadcast for the time being. As we record and publish more, it shall change. We are still getting things set up, so apologies for any errors, skips, or silence that may occur. Everything will be smoothed out in due time. Please enjoy our broadcasts of various RPGs, and remember to tune in for more every week, as continuations or new adventures will be posted at such times. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
These nuts.
Welcome.
You, Craig.
Uh,
I don't know. I love that it's just going to be everyone cursing out a disembodied recording that does not make an alert sound in the recording part of the recording.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's
This
just
is the
Ollie. It's only Ollie cursing it out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Actual Play Broadcast. Today we are continuing and essentially finishing our Wrath and Glory game.
Yeah, we'll see how the players do. Maybe they'll all die. Maybe they'll turn this into a brutal space ground war.
Worst case scenario, we can always crash a ship into Ingram.
I mean, it's pre-demon Prince, so, you know. That might actually kill him. We'll see.
But
Like, if you hit him head on, maybe.
apply directly to the forehead. But where we last left off is we were making our way to hijack a ship. And along the way, we had to deal with some trolls, other individuals of unsavory nature, before we got to a landing point for one of these. Was it a Thunderhawk that's coming down, or is it something else?
We knocked out a Thunderhawk,
Thunderhawk
but it's stuck in a
transport.
building.
Yeah, there's a Thunderhawk there was a Thunderhawk and a Land Raider stuck in the building. But your new friend helped out with the former.
Yeah. Our new friend hacked our Vox system, declared death to the traitors, as they should, and proceeded to blow them out of the sky, and then engaged in combat with them. I don't want to say mano a mano.
Oh no, he was definitely not alone. The 3 giant robots were
And he has Castellans
very
with
much
him.
doing the brunt of the work.
Were they Cataphracties or were they Castellan?
Neither. Fuck, having me scroll down. They were the siege automata.
Siege, oh my god.
Which I am not finding on my notes. They were the Thanatar class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there were 3 Thanatars, and then he had a few of the Guardian automata. The Silex. Of which there were 5, and those kind of just fired, but were very lazy about it, as they were just prioritizing making sure nothing went near him.
To be fair, they did a good job.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think the Space Marines were ready for fighting essentially vehicles.
Joke's on them.
That's true. But anyway, yes, you guys managed to convince him that you weren't also traitors and therefore shouldn't be put down like the rabid dogs that you are.
I'm sorry, who the fuck are you? Calling us rabid dog?
No, that fits
I'm
naturally
the god
for
of this
me.
world.
Last time I checked, there's not a single motherfucking space wolf on this planet.
There is, however, a warhound.
Oh, got a fucking
Look.
Titan.
I'll have you know the space wolves aren't even the best wolf-themed legion.
Luna Wolf.
That's true. You are sons of Horus, no more.
You are sons of a bitch.
Oof.
Hmm.
I know what I said. Fucking psychers.
You're just mad because your dad put the nails in you.
Yeah, your
I'm
dad
mad.
nailed you real good.
I'm mad that I get to fucking twiddle my thumbs during a fucking magic phase or psych phase or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
I mean, you know.
It's space
At least
magic.
in Age of Sigmar, I have a bunch of fucking tools to sit there and
I was gonna say play a melee army that has psychers. Yeah, Age of Sigmar, I mean, you do have like slaughter priests and shit, so you have shit you can do.
yeah, no, that's Age of Sigmar.
It's not magic, it's sacrifices and stuff.
I mean, I will happily deal 8 wounds to call down a fucking burning axe of corn to just waylace to an entire line. Not the point. We've gotten off track already. Doing great.
We're good at this.
Maybe we're professional, everybody.
All right, back on track. Running back from the top. I was there when Horus slew the Emperor.
That hasn't happened yet.
Yes, it has. That happened in the timeline. That happened years ago. Tell me you haven't read the books.
I haven't read the books.
Esteban 3?
My guy. So the very first Horus Heresy book, that is the opening.
Oh.
They're talking about when
Well,
Horus...
that's a man recollecting. You're not a man recollecting. You're living it.
Yeah, but that event still happened previous to what we're doing in the game right now. Because it's literally talking about Horus killing a false emperor on a planet that would not give up.
Guys, spoilers for something that's been out
Spoilers for
since
the
1986.
first page. Spoilers for the first page of a book that is approaching 30 years old.
Listen, it's been a while.
Been a while.
No, Horus Heresy's not even 30 years old. Or at least the first book, no.
I hate to tell you, buddy.
It's
You know, fucking Phantom Pain came out about a decade ago.
Shut up. I hate you.
I was there when the book came out. It wasn't even 30 years ago.
Move on. We'll move on from this while evidence is gathered.
Sorry, it was 2006. Brandon was off by 10 years. It came out 20 years ago, and you were there for it. Are you happy now? Do you feel better?
You feel younger.
No, I feel just as old as I was.
Good. So, Esteban 3.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You guys recently made a friend. You have dug out a largely intact Thunderhawk, sans its crew and cargo.
Didn't need it.
True. I don't need it.
And Harkett is mostly patched up. By mostly, I mean he is half his HP.
Mm.
So I recall I was charging my last cannon that I totally legitimately requisitioned.
Yep.
Why don't you just throw that shit in a fire and it charges?
If
That
you
plugged
want
it up to the boat.
Oh, okay.
He
Might as
hooked
well
it up
use
to
the
the
front rock.
power source. Yeah. It's a little bit faster than charging it in the sunlight.
Where? There's last cannon. Okay.
But Harkin will stand up. I don't believe we got your name. Or I've forgot it from the blood loss.
At first, the very snake-like guardian automata seem to go on alert as you direct your attention to the Archmagos. And the God, I'm so sorry. And the tech priest, for a few moments, seems to ponder if he even will like respond to your question for a reminder. One moment. I really need it. And he finally does speak in a his mechanical synthesized voice. I am Archmagos Caleb Decima, of the Ordo Reductor, Lord of Ruin.
Would I, as a world eater, understand what?
I mean, you know what the Ordo
Archmagos
Reductor is, at least. You may not know what an Archmagos is, or like the general workings of the Adeptus Mechanicus, but you at least know what the Ordo Reductor is, and they're the people that oversee the world-ending super weapons.
Yeah. I understand half of what he said. But it's the half that matters. And what was it? Was Caleb
Decima.
Decim. I knew it was like decimate.
Yeah, Archmagos Caleb Decima, Lord of Ruin.
Archmagos, do you know who gave the order for the virus bombs?
His mostly human face, his one good eye thins into a soft glare at the mention of such, and there is a synthesized grumble. The Xerxes 977 was in combat before deployment. That's not, and I do not have the specific answer to that query. I expect it was the orchestrator of all that is going on now, and the traitor whose head I must claim.
Well, at least we understand that. What are your plans going forward?
He looks to the greater city for a moment and then back to the group. Plans are fluid at the moment. Not much information has been gathered about the greater theater of battle.
Well, Angron has begun combat with my battle brothers. He slays his own children on the field now.
World Eater Primarch designation upgraded to traitor.
Was a message sent back to it's Terra, right? It's not. What do they still call it?
Yeah, it's called Terra.
It's still called Terra, yeah.
It is not even wholly Terra yet. It's just Terra.
Yeah, we still high Gothic though.
Yeah, that's fine. Fucking Terra sounds cooler than Earth anyway.
Yeah.
Was a message able to be sent back to Terra before?
Information unknown.
I see.
If
That's
any
why it's
ships,
important we get off this world.
If any ships made it out of the combat zone, then it is unknown if they are friend or foe. The traitors launched their attack swiftly. The fact that my ship was fired upon as such indicates that they did not intend for the Reductor to oversee this operation.
That means
So
they
as
didn't.
our mission priority to get off this world, we cannot assume somebody else got a message out.
Agreed, brother. Although it pains me to hear that the plan all along from Angron was to bring his loyal sons to the surface and butcher them in an underhanded and honorless way.
I find it unlikely it was all part of the plan. The War Master wouldn't have wasted time in such a manner. The War Master would have bombarded the city from orbit. If anything, your Primarch's insistence may have bought us the time we need.
Well, I know that I want to at least cleave in another skull or two, but if we can get this up operational and get out, then I believe that should be our goal. Much as it pains me to think about. But bigger picture. We have to let Terra know that we have traitors in the ranks.
Right. So, Archmagus, what do we have to do to get this ship airborne again?
The Archmagus will turn to the ship and step up to it, putting a hand on its hull. And there is a quiet communion for a few moments. Tarek, you'd well understand he is speaking with the machine spirit and getting an assessment.
I'll bow my head as he says the prayers to the machine.
Yeah, you can only very barely make out the binaric hymns. He's speaking very quietly. But after a few surprisingly calm moments for being in the middle of a war zone, he steps back away. The Thunderhawk's hull remains largely intact. It seems that the shot from my automata was enough to disable the engine and throw it off balance, but not enough to disable the craft entirely. With some maintenance, it can be airborne again.
I see.
Right then, what's our time scale look like?
Narrow. As the atmosphere begins to cool again, we will be experiencing intense storms. I expect within a day we will not be able to leave nor enter atmosphere for some time.
Can the repairs be done in that time?
With a skilled hand, yes.
Well, good thing we have 4 of those.
Low turn.
Yes.
Low turns back to the Thunderhawk.
What's the matter, intimidated? I thought you went to the big fancy school up there on Mars.
I only have 2 hands, unless you're suggesting the Archmagus also throw his weight in there as well.
I assume the Archmagus wants his revenge now. I don't think he's going to get it traipsing around down here, unless the War Master's intending to come down here. Which I doubt.
If the War Master has any plans, it would not remain here. But perhaps the Archmagus would like to take a few swings at Angron. Whatever the case, I will go ahead and start the repairs necessary.
Well, what's it going to be, Archmagus? Are you going to give us a hand and help us get off this rock, or are you going to find your vengeance here on the surface?
Perhaps you can elaborate on your plans with the Thunderhawk.
First order of business is to get off this rock.
Yes, and do you know what the situation up on orbit looks like? Do you know what ship that you intend to board? Do you know how you'll board it? If you do not have answers to such questions, I expect your plan no less suicidal than my own.
Well, we can go over the information on this ship, potentially route back to the vessel it came from. It'd be a good starting point. Mention that we took damage, we crashed, we were able to get up off the ground and are coming back for repairs. That would likely get us back on board whatever vessel this Thunderhawk originally came from. From there, we can find something longer range, or we can take over the ship we've boarded and get out of the system. Whatever ship we end up on, there won't be very much resistance, as I imagine most of the forces have been deployed to try to quell this as fast as possible, and we're not making it easy down here for them. Which is why I'm confident that the Primarch is making a move the War Master didn't approve of. This isn't as efficient as the War Master would normally do things.
Then at the least, I will help you oversee repairs to this vessel. While I am still undecided on my exact course of action, I cannot see the harm in assisting as I exchange information with you.
Do you know, because perhaps you have information we don't, have any of the Mechanicus been turning against their own as well? I know there's a significantly sized contingent moving with the Spirit of Vengeance.
It is unknown the exact Mechanicum specifications.
I see. Well, I'll say this then, Archmagos, your assistance would be greatly appreciated.
He gives a small nod and will turn to the ship, and his servo arm and a few of his mechadendrites will begin to start prying the plating off of the engine and wing.
I will also get to work on repairing the Thunderhawk.
Yeah, you want to give me some tech?
I will commune with the machine spirit as I do so.
Yeah, I figure this is all going to take place over a what is effectively a long rest.
Oh, thank fucking God.
Yeah, I'm not going to throw you guys into the last gambit just fucked up. I don't want to make it that easy for me.
I do want to go over the insides of the Thunderhawk and try to find whatever identification and stuff. Figure out what vessel this Thunderhawk came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arkin will stand watch because he is of no use in either one of those.
Fair. All right, you want to give me?
Hold on. I assume a tech use.
You'll also give. Yeah. You want to also give me tech.
Okay.
When you succeed a tech test to repair a weapon or vehicle, you gain plus rank dice. Test. When you commune with the machine spirit as part of a test, you instead gain icons equal to my rank.
This has a pretty advanced machine spirit, so.
Is that my rank as a space marine? So it's like what, 4 extra icons?
Before.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's according to your rank. As a reminder, since viewers, it's been a hot second since we played our last session. You go up in tiers, and then based on every 20 experience you get within that tier, you go up a rank. Since we're playing high, I've set you guys essentially tier 4, rank 4.
Tier 4, rank 4. Okay, that makes sense. So that means I have a total of 11 icons, with 3 of them being exalted. Because according to my ability with tech use and repairing vehicles and such, I get my rank in terms of icons on the test.
Okay.
So it's a total of 11 icons.
Yeah, well, I have a success and a complication for finding where this shit came from.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
1 moment as I handle one more thing.
Just when we were talking about complications before the session.
Yeah. Luckily, Wrath and Glory is a 1 in 6 chance.
Yeah. No, I just find it ironic. We had that conversation, and first goal of mine for the session is, it's a complication.
You're being jabbed by the universe.
Mm-hmm. And they feel like that sometimes.
You do be like that sometimes.
Jab.
Jab, quarter circle, heavy punch into DP
Get
motion.
Your quarter circle looking ass out of here.
You're fine. 2, 3, 6. How about that?
No. I'll take a mid-air down triangle.
Oh my God. I hate all of you. Okay. I just have to roll for Caleb assisting. That's going to be 6. Just going there.
We'll talk about that later.
What?
I have a thought.
That's dangerous.
It is,
For a
especially
world
for me. I'm more of a moon eater.
Okay.
I have a light appetite.
Okay, there we go. So what you'll find, Damiani, it's not particularly hard. You're familiar with like looking at Thunderhawk systems, but you're also not particularly a Thunderhawk pilot, nor are you a tech marine.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes you a little bit, and you end up fumbling, and you get lost in some file storage systems, and it's just generally frustrating when you want to go and you know you have a increasingly narrow window of acting.
Okay.
One moment. So just finding complications. Look real quick, because I didn't expect the first roll or second roll to be one. 160. But it's going to be like the stress or whatever. Yeah, it just ends up giving you one fuck, words are hard right now. Of the like stress mechanic. That was called
Shock.
Yes. I was like looking through the sheet because I'm opening things rapidly that I didn't realize I need to open so fast. You'll just get one shock out of it.
Ow.
As you have to resist not hitting the machine with a tech marine and tech priest outside, who would probably be very upset with such actions. But yeah, you'll find that at least luckily enough, this particular Thunderhawk came from an escort vessel. Its codes are relatively up to date. And it, with the repair time you expect, it probably wouldn't be too unusual for whenever you figure you'll get back, assuming you beat the storms. It was sent to drop off the troops and do some recon before going up. They're doing longer passovers of the city to avoid having to waste time ferrying people up and down and waste fuel getting on inefficiencies.
Yeah.
So it's not expected to be back for a while.
Okay. Oh, just gonna have to do some convincing then. Right. So I'll go stand on guard with Harkin until the repairs are done.
Mm-hmm. More specifically, it is assigned to a Nova class frigate, Spectre in the Wind.
Okay.
When you go to stand by Harkin, Harkin doesn't have his helmet. He is.
Neither would Ephraim. If he doesn't need to have it on, he has it off.
But he is noticeably rubbing the butcher's nails.
It looks a bit uncomfortable.
Oh, it can be. Done some good in our combats, but now I'm worried that it drove my father to madness.
It's hard to say. I've never really met Angron, but I have heard things. I think in that kind of situation, it's hard to say whether he has them because he's mad or he's mad because he has them.
What are your feelings toward your father?
Right now or before all of this?
Before.
The War Master, he was the best. That is what I thought. He was the best of them. Why else would the Emperor choose him to lead us all in this great crusade? Victory after victory, world after world. Sure, my company was broken off to handle other worlds without his direct supervision, but there was a succinct cleanness when he was directly overseeing our operations. Very charismatic, clever. All the more frustrating for why we are here now.
Was there any sign?
No, not at all. We, at least my company, when we were being recalled, we had already been hearing talk. The crusade was coming to an end. We took it to mean a good sign that it was coming to an end, and that we were coming home to the Spirit of Vengeance for the final push. And then all this happened. No warning, no indication. Some rumors here and there about this one strange individual, but idle gossip. The morn of all, still the morn of all, and there were murmurings that things seemed to be weighing on Horus, but how can you not feel worn down by the weight of a crusade? We just presumed he was tired and ready for the end. But not this. Certainly not this. This is madness.
I struggle to understand what they gain. I didn't want to believe my father to be mad. That's why I volunteered for this. It's strange. It doesn't move my muscles for me. It's like it tells me. And that all I merely do is listen and react with my body. I wonder if it's just they're that intuitive, or maybe they to go a little mad having these installed.
Perhaps. I don't know enough about these things. But I guess this situation shouldn't be all too surprising to me. I knew men like the War Master where I come from. I don't know, Getty Secundus. At least that's what the Empire calls it. Men who are good with their words and always hungry for power. Lands of people running around, just murdering to take a little bit more land, get a little bit more power. I wanted to believe, I did believe, that this War Master, this Horus, Lupercal, he was perfection, an ideal to aspire to. But I should have known better. In the end, just another man.
Just another monster.
No. Monsters are mindless. Monsters are the manticores in the bush, waiting for a chance to grab you when you least expect it, to chew into you, just because they're hungry. No ambition, no aspirations. Just raw instinct. No. Only man can be like this. Scheming and conniving. Only man can betray in such a manner. To lie so thoroughly. Only man.
I'm referring to Angron being the monster.
That is fair. That is fair.
Well, I'm going to check R6. He puts his helmet back on. Keep an eye out here. Two ends watch better than just the one.
Right.
He will walk off.
We'll maintain watch.
Okay. You guys maintain watch as repairs are going pretty steadily, about as well as one can hope for having two very technically gifted members in your retinue. They work quietly with only a few words between each other. Caleb primarily speaking in binary to Tarek. Tarek, you notice, perhaps this is not unexpected for a tech marine, but he is keeping up with you, even in his just an assistant capability.
He is a Magos, although he is not one of the that I've seen with the manufactorums. He is still very adept.
Yeah, you know what, Tarek? You're familiar with Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give me just like an insight or a scholar?
Which one's better for me? I have insight and I have scholar, and scholar is technically better for me.
Okay. This is just to like recall any information you might have about this guy.
I get a total of 4 icons. 1 exalted, 2 normal.
Okay. That'll beat the difficulty. So you know, obviously, just based on his introduction, he's Order Reductor. More specifically, he personally is a cyber theurgist. He attends to the automata of the Order Reductor, and he's kind of got a pretty ruthless reputation among the Mechanicum Archmagus. People look at him with fear and distrust, as his belief in the Omnissiah being the Emperor is incredibly zealous. It's not a surprise that he is that being put down here, he is looking to murder traitors. Because as far as he is concerned, you just betrayed God. You know that he is not generally heavily armed himself, past the general threat that an Omnissiah axe carries, but his use of battle automata is what makes him a particular threat.
He wields it very well, normally, like a blade and hammer.
Yeah, normally he goes around with Thalaxi, so that he brought, whether he managed to scrounge together this cohort or whether he had chosen it specifically in case something went wrong, that he is down here with Thanatar class siege automata is a step up from his usual retinue.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's something of a big name around Mars, and this is just what you've heard, having done your tutelage in the rites and rituals of reparation and maintenance.
I have questions, but I'm not sure how to ask the questions.
Oh, he's right there, buddy.
Archmagus. An inquiry for you.
State your inquiry.
With your vaunted experience and reputation, how does one achieve your rank and status with a mind on your goals?
He turns to you, his mechadendrites continuing to work on affixing wires and repositioning mechanical bits. As he seems to direct what would appear to be the bulk of his attention.
Mm-hmm.
You must be uncompromising. That which you seek, that which you chase, that which you aspire to, you must never give any ground on it. If you have the spark of enlightenment, you search, you learn, you use that knowledge. And in time, you will find that you get where you're going.
I see. That is a very long path, but I must understand.
No path worth taking is ever short. Nor is it ever easy. That is part of what makes it worth it.
Wisdom, I hear.
He gives a short nod. May the wisdom of the ancients guide you.
For the Omniscire and the Emperor.
For the Omniscire, for the Machine God, and for the motive force that moves us.
Eric just bows his nod, or bows his head in acknowledgement. God, yeah. Word the day, I swear.
The Archmagus seems to turn his attention back to the repairs.
So, to the other two people, it just sounded like they were screeching back and forth at each other, right?
Well, that's a good question. Tarek, how do you communicate with the Archmagus? Do you decide to keep the High Gothic, or are you confident in your binary, or do you prefer to communicate with them in some other fashion?
From Tarek's own kind of perception, especially from what we started from when we were made aware of his presence, Tarek would just have been binary, especially given the fact that that is technically Tarek understands the leadership level in the Mechanicus.
Yeah. Then yes. To answer
Target's question.
Yeah, to answer Harkin's question, yes. You just heard them screech at each other in unnatural noises.
Sometimes for minutes on end, and then all of a sudden there would be an equally as long minute burst.
Yeah, well, so it went. Binary is very efficient. So it goes fairly quickly. Like you hear a burst of either of them speak for like a second to maybe two, and then there's several seconds of just silence, and then one of them screeches back.
Frickin' will try not to think of but be utterly confused on how that's an efficient way to talk to.
Derek, you want to give me another tech?
I will give another tech as we continue to do the roll or continue to do the maintenance and repairs. And I swear to God, I can type today.
Absolutely.
I get a total of 7 regular icons.
Oh, it didn't respond to me. I was like, man, he rolled like shit. But we actually used the same dice pools, which is very funny.
Yeah. But yeah, with my ability.
Oh man, he is keeping pace with you. Yeah, so that is 7 plus 7, 14. Then we got the
well, here's the thing. I got 11 my first run because I get +4 to.
Yeah, and then the first one was 11 and he got 8.
Okay.
So
And I got 7 here.
Okay, so that'll push it over. So that will effectively bring you to completion of the repairs over the next few hours in which you are working. And as you heft the final plates back into place, the Thunderhawk looks pretty much as close to, if not new, pristine.
Okay.
It would have been, with the exception of a couple of marks that you can see because you were there to see them be made. You would say that there was no way this took a shot from a plasma mortar.
Yeah. And then it would appear our repairs are complete.
Excellent.
Indeed. Ephraim, do we know where the Thunderhawk has come?
Yes, I have the details. It's from a Nova class cruiser. It was a Spectre of Death, right? That's what it was called.
Yeah, or Spectre in the Wind.
No, right, Spectre in the Wind. It's from the Nova class cruiser Spectre in the Wind. They're not expecting it back for quite a while, but we might not just have to do a little convincing that the ship is damaged and needs further repairs. On board. But it's a Nova class, so it's smaller than some of the other ships up there, so clearing it should be easy.
Indeed, with the correct procedures and tactics.
Yes. I take it your repairs are done then.
Quicker and more accurate than expected. Praise the Omnisire.
Caleb will step forward. The machine god favors us this day.
Oh, If that's true, then let's hope they'll favor us a little further. We still gotta make it to this specter in the wind. Are you going to join us, Archmagos? Like I said, it's a Nova-class cruiser. Just the three of us could take it. Having somebody along with your authority could help us in the long run.
If you're going to use it to escape, are any of
More
you
than just escape, but yes.
trained in voidcraft use?
Not particularly, but they are bound to have crew aboard. We don't intend to kill everybody on board. Just killing those who aren't going to follow instructions.
I would not count on the cooperation of many, if at all any. If
I think you underestimate how many humans are willing to do whatever is necessary to survive.
I believe that they will.
Well, at the very least, I suppose it would make it less of a suicide run to oversee this operation. Mars must know about this betrayal.
Just as Terra must. I figure if there are Mechanicus traitors along with the War Master, you could get some commendations yourself for bringing that news back, I'm sure.
And if indeed any Mechanicum personnel on the ship are traitorous, then you'll need someone to commune with the machine spirit and ensure the safe journey.
That would be appreciated.
Yes.
As skilled as your tech marine is, I'm not sure that his training will have included such things.
Just a cursory introduction.
Right. Well, if we're in agreement then, let's get loaded up. Let's get the Spirit airborne.
Should we inform any of the others back at the encampment?
Can we set it in an encoded vox? Make sure no unwanted ears pick it up.
I would not be able to do such a thing, as the people that would be listening are engaged in combat.
Do we have the basic functionality to have the private Vox channels? I think we were using private Vox channels.
You got the Vox frequencies, and you can easily encode them. Like,
okay.
Between having a tech priest and a tech marine, that is, I'm not even going to make people roll for that. That is a trivial task to make happen.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'll put my helmet on and I'll start that. I guess the plan will be, since we were talking to what was his name? Tarvitz. As mostly the guy in charge over there. Send a message to him. This is Ephraim. We've secured a Thunderhawk. We have an Archmagus with us. We're going to make an attempt to get off world and get news to Terra as fast as possible.
You'll get a simple reply back. Emperor be with you.
Good luck, Salt Harvards. It was interesting meeting you. Give them as much as they give.
I sure hope that the heroes of the World Eaters can hold their own against Angron. You got Erebus, Karn. Sure hope.
Fuck Erebus. All right. If there's nothing else, I think it's time to get on this boat.
Agreed.
All right. So there's the 3 of you. None of you have particularly bulky armor. You have an Archmagus. Essentially, the Automatar are the equivalent size of a Dreadnought. Should be able to fit everybody.
I sure fucking hope so. It's a Thunderhawk.
Yeah, well, Thunderhawks have the capacity for 30 Marines. And then I believe a Dreadnought is like technically this is considered like the size of 5 Marines. So you'll take up most of its capacity, but you'll be able to all fit in. You and all the creepy snake skull things that just slither silently, staring at you all. Particularly whenever one of you looks in Caleb's direction.
Okay.
Arkin will stare one down.
Okay. It's a servitor, Harkin.
It
follows orders, so it knows. Follows orders, it knows who's boss.
All right, enough standing around. Let's get to it. The priority is to take control of the ship. Anybody who resists gets blasted.
It's been a while since I've had to use this.
Use what?
He actually has his bolt gun out.
Oh. Well, hopefully you won't have to, but we'll see. There'll probably be a few people out to be put down, but we'll see what happens.
If the corridors are tight enough, put them down face to face.
Fair. All right. Loading up on the Thunderhawk. Let's fucking do this.
We load up into the Thunderhawk.
And canceled.
BJ, is that you?
Great, because he's not in any episode that's ever aired.
Yep.
Wait, no, that's not true. He's in literally one. The Eclipse Face trial set.
That's right. He was in that.
An artifact from a bygone
even
age.
I forget that.
That was for the Great Disappearing of 2024 and the Great Fire.
Yeah. It's true. That was like prehistory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forward march. Sorry, didn't mean to distract us.
Yep.
No, you're good. So you guys will. It's pretty uneventful. The atmospheric. Well, actually, who's driving the damn thing?
I assume one of our two nerds.
One of the nerds. Hey.
I mean, you're the ones with the weird, wiggly mechanical bits that can interface with the machine, so.
True. So, Tarek, you're flying the ship?
Yes, apparently I get 6 icons and a glory.
Oh, I didn't ask for a roll yet, but okay.
I actually do have pilot on my character sheet, so I kind of figured I'd be
that's good to know. Because that was going to be my thing. Do you have pilot? Because it's not just a tech use.
No, but I kind of figured I'd be the designated driver for this entire team.
Yeah, because I'm gonna let you know right now, Caleb does not just have pilot. He does not care to just drive around fucking strike craft. And pilot is one of those ones you need rating in.
Princess, we do not fly our own ships. That is for the help.
The only thing I do not have a rank in is actually Psychic Mastery, although it'd be very weird if a Tech Marine has that.
Not as weird as if Harkin had it.
God, his brain would be fucking scrambled with that and Butcher's nails.
Hey, bro, yeah, Butcher's nails do not like that. But anyway, so you gave me the piloting roll. Double check that. You said you got 6 icons and a glory. Nice. So yeah, it is smooth. You can see that the atmospheric pressure and temperature is pretty much plummeting as you're leaving, and not just because you're exiting atmosphere, but you could see there's some truth to Caleb's words. Shit's gonna get real nasty down there real fast.
Yeah.
So it is good that you are getting out while the getting is good, or the outing is good, or the getting outing.
Do we see the carnage?
And do you want to look out the window?
Harkin does.
Looks out the portholes. Okay.
Hey, Harkin, you wanna give me just a quick investigation? Or no,
sure.
Awareness. Oh, give me a quick awareness.
Sure, I'll roll you 5 dice. One icon.
Well, you didn't fail. That was what I was looking for. This is less a test of do you get information, and more of a test of how much information you're going to get. That said, goddamn, Brandon, fix your rolling.
Man, I've been trying for 27 years.
And like that, we have dated Brandon.
No one dates me.
Damn.
Not gonna go there. Stop sign.
Self-burn.
Anyway, so you will see, where the fight was supposed to be happening, and you see that there's pretty much no activity there. In fact, more to the point, you can see that the Death Guard to the west of the city that are like stuck in their trenches that you mused on for a brief moment helping at all are there's fights going on both sides of those trenches.
Ooh.
You've also you have the moment of clarity to check through your Legion's Vox channels, and it is silent in there. It is just death on the wind. you don't expect that you have many brothers left, if any. You know that you saw some lost work looking world eaters back at the like main operating base that was being set up around the spire. So you're pretty confident that you're not the last world eater loyalist, but you are part of a very select group at this point. And you know that your dad is aiming for green legions next.
Arkin will move from the window.
There had to be
And
4,000 of you deployed.
he will find ash or some sort of burnt material. Something that he could, use to mark. And he will take that charcoal, ash, what have you, rub it on each of his pauldrons, and then with the still the material still on his hand, he will pick up his helmet and redon it.
Okay. You don't precisely find like ash or charcoal on the ship. The majority of Marines were killed off of the ship, and it wasn't exactly a fiery explosion on the inside, but you were able to find some pretty thick oils that you can use to similar effect.
Works just fine.
And you blacken your pauldrons, and you now have two nice handprints on the side of your helmet.
He one hand down the middle.
Oh, one hand down the middle. Okay. So you've got some you've got some war paint. Ephraim, you're the one of the few people who is not too busy or too literally brain dead to notice what your new comrade is doing.
Couldn't wait for any proper paint, could you?
Nope. Vox is silent.
Fair enough. I think we all knew that fight down there is only going to end one way. That is why somebody has to get out. Somebody has to tell someone what is happening. Otherwise, it'll be for nothing.
Bigger picture.
Bigger picture. One more push.
And then we're home.
One more push. And Ephraim is just gonna double check his guns, unhook this last cannon now that it's charged up, and wait.
All right. So you get prepared, and it's a couple of dozen long minutes as you ascend from the atmosphere. And Tarek, you're first to come into Vox contact with the Spectre in the Wind. You get communication. Thunderhawk 247, come in.
Can I attempt to disguise my voice so it doesn't sound like Terra? What is?
I mean, you absolutely can. It would be a deception check.
I have ranks on that. I can do this.
You said you had ranks in everything except psychic bullshit.
Exactly. I could do this. I at least have ranks in it. I can at least try. Oh well, okay. This actually might help. I can get 2 icons with it as an exalted icon, but it's complicated.
And a complication.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Give me a moment. I'm going to something.
You need to double check something. Okay.
Oh no, I don't need to double check. I know exactly what's going to happen. I just need to see if these guys are going to act on it or not. Okay, book. Oh, calm down there. Calm down there. Yeah, that's gonna be. Oh, okay, it's gonna be. How lucky are you? Not very lucky. So you decide to disguise your voice, and you're receiving okay, but it's only when you start to transmit that you're starting to realize that you're either the transmitter is damaged or something's going on with them receiving, but you are coming in very spotty, and it is looking very suspicious on that end.
I mean, I kind of wanted to have the spottiness, but I didn't want the suspicion.
Yeah, you're having some tech troubles.
Oh no.
Yeah, and they're not exactly buying the Italian accent there.
Italian accent. Oh no.
Yeah.
This will be a Thunderhawk 247. We are having some technical difficulties.
There is a long silence over the Vox, and indeed a long silence in the cockpit. You're thankful that there is at least a degree of separation from you and your comrades. However, you are not so confident that Caleb is in there with you because he just wants space. And he is staring at you, and it is the same flat look as always, but somehow it seems disappointed at the same time. Thunderhawk 247, you appear to be ahead of schedule. Is everything okay? You're coming in very spotty.
We took a few hits as we were landing and unloading all of our fellow members onto the ground. We decided it would be better to come back and get these repairs taken care of before we stranded entirely on the planet.
Uh-huh. Thunderhawk 247, would you like to transmit your landing codes? Yeah, would you like to give me you now Ephraim also went through the database, so he knows the landing codes. But if you'd like to take care of it yourself, you can tack.
I believe I get a 13 with a glory.
This is not interacting with the machine spirit. This is just talking to getting some codes. So
no, this is just getting some
but
codes.
you rolled a shit ton of icons, so
okay, fine. With a glory.
and a glory. So you pretty quickly transmit the correct code to find and transmit the correct codes. Understood. We will have a crew waiting in the dock for you to handle any issues you need. You may want to attend to your helmet's transmitter. It seems to be making you sound a bit odd, Brother Leonidas.
Makes you sound a bit fucking ridiculous.
Understood. We'll have it check it out.
At least for the moment, the tense situation has somewhat resolved.
Ephraim.
As you are not immediately fired upon.
Ephraim. Haken.
Yes.
Weapons hot.
Did something go wrong?
I'm not entirely sure they fully believe that we are actually coming back due to ahead of schedule.
Right, well. We'll see what happens. My guns are ready to roll.
All right.
So, in the group of people that we kill, was there a world eater in that group at all?
No, they were Emperor's children.
It's all.
Yeah, you're pretty confident any world eater traders that you could encounter are probably over with your dad.
Cool. We'll stick out like sore thumbs immediately.
Yeah.
Very likely.
Indeed.
We came up here under the assumption we were going to have to kill a few people to take control of this ship, so let's not act surprised now.
Oh, surprised. Misunderstand. Excited.
Right.
I do believe you should at least prepare for incoming fire.
Plan to run straight out of the back. As being inside here is not ideal if they were to start firing.
Let's just try not to die the first few minutes the door opens. We made it this far, it'd be tragic.
I actually have a decent ballistic skill. It's 11. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, you're a space marine. You have a fairly good ballistic skill comparative to normie humans.
Yeah, which who knows?
There aren't any additional marines on the board.
There could be. There may not be.
I mean, if you know that escort vessels typically have at least a squad of space marines on board. At the very minimum, the higher like bridge crew are all Astartes. And you know, since you just killed a bunch of Emperor's children, you're probably expecting majority Emperor's children there, if not entirely.
Yeah.
That said, do you guys want to give me Tarek, do you want to give me an awareness as you're the escort ship?
I can give awareness. This is something I can do. Oh, I got a total of 5 icons.
Oh. You find that there is a storm eagle broadcasting on all channels.
Mm-hmm.
Do you decide to tune in?
I might as well.
All right. You find you have enough successes. You quickly locate that this storm eagle that is just docked with the strike cruiser Minotaur. And it is now broadcasting on all frequencies, and you catch the very end of its broadcast where you hear a space marine screaming, "Avenge the blood of Terra!" And then you hear an explosion.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
You quickly locate the Minotaur on auger arrays and find that one of its docking bays has suddenly what's the word? Depressurized.
Decompressed.
Yeah, decompressed.
How far is
And
that
has taken
from the
pretty noticeable damage.
Oh, and how far is that from the frigate we're going to?
I mean, significantly far. It's near you in the fleet cluster, but not like near enough to you to for it to practically matter.
Okay. That is concerning. Ephraim.
Yep.
We may actually have a much hotter welcoming as we board the frigate. It would appear that there are other loyalists taking the fight to the heretic fleet.
It ultimately doesn't matter. They're already suspecting us. If it's going to be a fight, it's going to be a fight. We just need to open the doors and be ready to immediately shoot if need be. Just hit hard and move fast. Push for the bridge. If we have control of the bridge, we have control of the ship.
Understood.
Although you might want to step on it a little bit. Don't give them much time to prepare for us.
I will actually try to do that. I'll just gradually increase the speed.
All right. So you're gonna try to. Do you want to give me cunning?
Brutal and gunning.
Yeah.
Oh God, he said it cunning.
Yeah, well, so the way I see it, you're trying to like not raise yet more suspicion with the going a little faster, but you do want to get there.
Yeah.
So you can try to get the best of both worlds. Of we're not immediately outed as hostiles, but also they don't have as much time to prepare for thinking that we might be.
Or not moving to ramming speed.
Yeah. You're not pulling what the other guys pulled.
Right.
But you are also increasing speed right after another ship just suicide bombed itself, so I'm trying to avoid suspicion there.
Yep, that got a complication before icon, so you know.
Well, the good news is you got enough icons to succeed. I'm gonna say that given everything that's happening, it's a very tense moment for Tarek. So you'll just get a point of shock.
Oh no.
Net yourself a point of I am really fucking nervous all of a sudden.
I
No
have
reason.
point of shock. Oh no.
Yeah. But all right, you'll get there. The bay is open for you and it closes as you enter in. You'll find that before you have even left the Thunderhawk, you'll find on the auger arrays at least, the crew in general seems to be going about its normal business. The serfs are directing your craft and where you should land it and whatnot. But there is a squad of about 4 Space Marines just there to act as a meeting party or greeting party.
Delightful.
We weapons hot on open.
Do we? How standard are the construction of these vessels? Like,
Pretty
would
standard.
we as Space Marines know exactly how far the run to the bridge is?
They're incredibly standard. You as Space Marines, it's going to less chalk up to like what you've learned and more have you served on a Nova class vessel before.
Okay.
You guys are fairly been around the block fairly long.
Yeah, I know Tarek and I are pretty fucking old at this point.
Yeah, I think all of you are multiple centuries old.
Plus, I think we've been, at least for Tarek and I being in the 113th, we've been split off from the Spirit of Vengeance and the main fleet. So we probably have been on smaller ships pretty consistently.
Okay, like that's a fair enough justification. So yeah, you'd know like they're all built according to a pattern. You don't necessarily know about STCs, but you know everything. Every ship is effectively the same.
Yeah.
So you know you have a fair sprint for the bridge, but you know the way.
So it's not terribly far. If we did go out guns blazing, we could just blitz to the bridge.
Oh, one moment.
That's kind of my question is like, is the bridge far enough that they're going to be able to make significant measures to stop us if we blow through this squad? Or do we need to play it cool and get our way to the bridge?
Let's see. What the fuck is your run? It's right. It's tied to your goddamn species.
Oh,
yeah. What's your speed?
Hang on.
Because I don't have it on my copy of your sheet.
It's speed is 7.
So for better or worse, you're probably about mid way through the vessel, so you've got about 100 meters of hallways to go through.
And our speed is how many meters we can cross in a turn?
Just
or
at
is
your
it...
at your average walking, yeah.
Ah, okay. So sprinting does what? Double that? Triple that? I don't know. We're space marines, so I'm assuming our species might have fuckery because we are supposed to be fucking fast.
Fuckery is just that you move, like, have a high base speed.
Sure.
Okay.
But let me double check the speed.
It's so hard to know because the lore is one thing, and then the games are always fucking kind of different.
Move triple your speed in meters.
Running is move times 2. Sprinting is move times 3. And let me double check. I don't think you have anything that affect your sprint speed.
We can make that run in fucking nothing, then. Because it's times 3. That's 21 meters around.
Yeah, so on 174, the quick reference, run is double speed in meters. Sprint is full round action, triple speed.
Yeah, you're saying it's a little over 100 meters, so I mean we could do that.
Yeah, because a Nova class escort vessel is only like 220 meters long. And they're not putting their fucking docking bay right next to the engines, so you're about halfway through the vessel.
We can reenact the hallway scene out of the Astartes animation.
God.
Yeah.
All
right.
Harkin knows that he will not be able to go swinging.
I mean, you could. There's some Space Marines right there. They're traitors, bro.
Let's play it close. Listen, let's play it close. Or let's play it cool until we get close. Tarek, we've been on ships like this before. The bridge is only just a short jog just down the hall. We get close. We axe these Marines, smoke them, and just blitz for the bridge before they have time to realize what's even happening. We go in there. Anybody in battle plate, anybody in ceramite, smoke them. And then we seal the bridge. All right. Showtime, people.
Bolt gun out.
Let's show them how true sons of the Emperor fight.
Yeah. And this doesn't change your plans or anything, but correct myself for accuracy because I know there will be some 40K fans screaming at us. You are landing towards the forward of the ship, and the strategium is towards the back up a spire. So you're essentially going 80 meters back and like 20 meters up.
Sure.
Yes, right. 40K fans, you may now stop screaming.
Yeah.
Did you type it? Did you pause and type into the comments? Go back in there.
Mad again. All 5 of the Battlefield Gothic fans.
Yeah. God.
I know they'd be angry that I'd misplaced the strategium, but then also know exactly like what the length of a Nova escort vessel is.
Yeah. All right. I'm Reggie.
Go.
All right. So let's roll initiative then.
Fuck.
Well, we're gonna be casual strolling up to the squad of Marines. But once we get close, it's that's what I said. Is
when you were talking about playing it cool. Okay.
We're gonna be casual, like we're supposed to be here once we're close. And once we get close, then it's balls to the wall, smoke them, and run.
They're only about like 15, 20 meters away from the ship, like kind of expecting you to come out. once you come out, you don't look like Emperor's children.
Yeah.
So are you going to be like casual walking off the ship like, hey, we are also traders, by the way? Or what is the game plan there to not immediately have them raise bolters and shoot you?
Essentially, like as soon as the ramp is down and we're stepping out, seeing that they're that close, I'm gonna say we have important news from the War Master. We need to get to your stratagem immediately.
All right, give me a deception check.
I'm so good at this. What is?
Oh my god! How many dice?
What can we do with glory for dice?
I believe you can give yourself. I can't remember if it was one extra die or like how many extra dice or one success. One moment. Let me pull that page up real quick.
Because I know we ended last session overflowing, and I know we've gotten a few more glory since the start of this one. So
they reset.
Okay.
And you've essentially gotten bonus glory because you've been rolling glories. 164. Reroll failures, narrative declaration, restore shock. It's the wrath points that you always start with 2, and you can only ever go up to each page. That lets you do other special things.
Increase die pool by 1.
Thank you.
Well, sure, I'll do that. Been a rat.
So you
Get an extra die.
1 extra die.
Yeah,
It's
I
better
will assist by looking like a fucking, oh god, there's a goddamn world eater here. It must be important because he's not currently cleaving someone's head in half.
Yeah.
Also, we're Sons of Horus. We're the biggest cocks around.
So I did look up assists because it felt weird to me in the last session that we were when we were talking about it. So what happens is you add your not your like full dice value as if you had rolled, but the number of dice you get specifically from the skill check. So basically how many ranks you have in the skill.
Okay, so how many ranks in deception do you have?
Oh. I guess I won't be assisting.
Yeah, same. I'm rolling 4 dice.
You get 1 die from Terra.
Bless up. 5 normal, 2 exalted. Or sorry, 2 normal, 2 exalted.
Total of 6 icons. That's actually not too bad.
2 normals, 2 exalted. That's damn.
6
you
icons.
fucking flying through your teeth as well as you can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll their insight because you're suspicious as fuck. You say your funny words, Magic Man.
As we're saying this, walking towards them.
Yep.
Like,
Nonchalantly as best we can. Or walking with a purpose.
Yeah, you definitely are purposed. Oh,
No.
you hate to see it. 8 icons.
Oh.
So for a moment, it almost seems like they're gonna believe you. You are feeling confident about fast talking them, essentially, with giving them an order from the War Master. But then one Marine seems to like tilt his head halfway between you and his you presume commanding officer. And you hear, but they just came from the ground. How do they have orders from the War Master? And that seems to tip them off, and they raise their bolters. Let's go to initiative.
That one is going to get shot first.
You got a mouth on you who can't have that.
How do we do initiative again? That's the
Yes, let me pull up initiative order 177. I believe it's actually an alternating where you guys choose. Let me double check. This is not an ambush. You're both expecting this at this point. So Wrath and Glory involves back and forth gameplay. So every participant gets an attack in turn. Beginning of each round, you and your party choose which character acts first. Once that agent has finished their action, I get to choose an agent. Then we go back and forth. So you guys get to choose, and so roll for initiative is just fucking debate yourselves.
It's popcorn.
Important question.
Yes.
How big is the squad? Is this enemy squad?
You see 4 right now, at least.
4. Okay, so I can shoot at. I have to brace, and then I take a -2 for called shot, a -2 for each enemy, so I can shoot 3 of them. Are y'all cool with me going first?
Oh, feel free to.
Because I've got the last cannon, so
You are Shooty McShooterson. I am a jackass with a power sword and a chain axe.
Fucking last
and
cannon.
that's my hope is between the two of you, last guy left definitely doesn't have a chance. So that's kind of my hope.
So it should be noted that they're largely armed with bolt pistols and chainsword, or bolt guns and chain swords. But the one who appears to be the leader is a plasma pistol power sword.
He might need to die first.
Hey, recommendation: keep him first.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's the plan then. I can't dead shot. But I'm essentially like, the moment they start reaching for weapons, Ephraim is going to drop to a knee. Kind of pinning a portion of the last cannon down to the floor, so it's like angled up towards them, bracing it, and is gonna start shooting. Called shot for heads, so +2 ED, and then one of them being the guy with the power sword, one of them the guy with the fucking mouth, and just one of the other dudes.
Okay, just in a line.
Pretty much. So they're in close range. So I get my tip of the spear. Gives me +2 dice. So I am throwing, that's 14 +2 for 16. Gotta double check the last gun stats real quick, because it's not on my sheet, because there's not room for it on the sheet, because I have too many other things.
Yeah, I wish their sheet came with like what most sheets come with, and that's like a spare extra equipment page.
Yeah. My unnatural ballistic skill modifies all that stuff away. Cool. All right. So 16 dice.
Fucking damn it.
Please.
That unnatural ballistic skill is really putting in fucking work.
I knew what I wanted to make.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, that is a really good talent. Unnatural skill is fucking
cool. 13
really
icons, good. 2 of which are exalted. So 13 icons.
So you can shift twice because you're ignoring the ED. Their defense is, one moment.
So it I get +2 ED for called shot to the head.
Yeah.
And its base ED is 3, so ED goes up to 5.
One moment.
Because this is right, you roll the extra damage dice. And then you add that to the damage rating of the weapon.
Dude, why the this fucking Space Marine does not have its own bookmark for some reason. It's their defense is 4, so you'll need a minimum of 4 successes to hit them.
Okay.
So you have enough normal icons that you can shift both of those exalted.
And each shift gives me 1 ED, right?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah, I'll shift both of those for the extra ED.
So that 5 becomes 7. So I'll roll those 7. Does the Wrath and Glory bot have like an actual like ED?
Man, I don't think so.
Doesn't seem so. I'm not.
No, it has one for soak and glory exempt rolls, but doesn't have one for shifting like ED stuff. I wonder if
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It would be helpful because it is like certain damage values with the ED or what do the damage.
Yeah. You'll just need to remember what your base damage is, and then when you roll the ED, that.
Oh, I almost fucking rolled with dice, man. God damn it. Okay. So I believe it's on
actually
5s and 6s. It does the extra point.
Yeah, because you have you have brutal on everything, right?
It's brutal on the bolt guns. But it's not the las cannon is not brutal.
So it's not you're not going to get 2 on the 5s at least. And you don't get any on the 3s. However, I did realize when I type my thing, if you do the plus blank, it does do a damage roll instead.
Plus blank? What do you mean?
So I rolled 7 plus, like you see my example in the dice rolls. I rolled 7 plus 1. Okay. You do the base damage and then plus whatever your dice are rolling, and it becomes a damage roll.
Yeah, but you don't roll the damage. You have just the flat ED. Damage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is you roll? That's what so in this case, that's what the 7 is.
Okay.
It goes up to 9 because I've rolled a 6 on it. The plus, and then you do plus whatever the extra ED is.
Oh, okay. So it'd be 18 plus like your 5 or 6 at this point.
It'd be in this case, yeah. You would have rolled 18 plus 7. So it does do that. I just had to discover it by accident.
Okay. Well,
23.
So this is giving me. So this is giving me 23 damage.
Yeah, we know for the future.
Okay. This is So this is 23 damage to the head.
They're fucking dead.
-3.
Yeah, they're fucking dead. It's you las cannon noggins away. There's just nothing there. They have been vaporized.
The Emperor.
Yeah, one more guy who.
That's my turn.
Yeah. Do you need to spend for seizing the initiative? Or does my guy get a go?
Oh, I see what you're asking. Up to you two who haven't acted yet. If one of you want to seize or not,
we might want to save that for the bridge.
It's a glory to do so.
Save that for the bridge.
We're at what, 1 glory now?
No, you start with 3, and then you because that's how many players you are, and you can have up to +2, so you have 5.
Yeah, and I spent 1, so we should be at like 4 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you? Do you have a bunch of shit that lets you modify shooting?
I might. I'm just trying to double check what
he has
the
a fucking las fusil. Like,
well, yeah. I also have a las fusil that turns into assault at close range. I'm trying to figure out what does assault do.
Just looking.
It's
So you can fire an assault weapon as part of a sprint, but take a +2 DN penalty to the attack.
Okay. And then what does rapid fire do? Does that mean I just get to fire?
If you're in short range, you add that to your
dice.
Extra dice value.
Yeah.
Okay.
You add it to your roll because you are effectively saturating with bullets. And it's close enough that the accuracy fall off doesn't matter.
You can tell I've been planning my turn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's perfectly fine because it's either A, I sit here and blast people with friggin' plasma pistol, and I can do it twice, or I sit here and fucking last foot steal someone in the face. But I think technically the enemy gets the call because I don't think they're trying to.
Go ahead, sorry.
I don't think right now we want to try and use any of our glory dice to take too much initiative.
Sure.
All right. Well, fly out the window, Bug, if you want to survive. What did I just say?
It's Darwinism at that point.
Yeah. The guy will fire at the dude who just blew his 3 buddies' heads off.
That's a reasonable reaction.
Mm,
Yeah.
terrible mistake, to be honest.
Well, you're kneeling down, so it's not like you're gonna dodge easy.
That actually means I'm in stealth, obviously.
And he's gonna full auto you.
That's rude.
Yeah, I just gotta double check the salvo mechanic.
What he doesn't understand is I'm fucking built different.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Salvo options 185. He is going to full auto you, so gain a number of dice equal to the weapon salvo value. Okay, so there's going to be 2 extra dice. And he'll need to reload after that.
If he gets the chance.
Yeah. All right, that's 5 icons. What's
Can't
your
afford
defense?
to shift. Defense 4.
Okay. So he definitely can't afford to shift.
Nope.
Luckily, he gets the +1 ED, and then he also has rapid fire 2, so he's going to get 3 dice. So it's going to be 10 plus 3 for 13 damage.
I will take 2 wounds.
As he just quietly unloads at the man who just blew, is clearly a threat. All right, players.
I bet that's her.
Do you want me to just blast them, or would you like to have a chance to run in and slaughter something?
Oh, if I do that, everything will become a lot harder. Harkin is holding a gun right now. So he plans on shooting.
Yeah, so
I will beat you to the punch then.
Yeah. In fairness, both of you get to go before he goes again. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, I will actually take advantage of the assault skill because I will just go ahead and start running, and I'm going to blast him as I run by.
Okay.
Increasing or +2 DN just makes it harder for me to, or means I just have to hit a higher number.
Yeah, to get more hits.
Yeah, it ups the difficulty number by 2. So instead of needing 4 successes, you need 6.
That's fair. Well, I get 9.
No, that is enough.
Greater than 6.
It is in fact a bigger number than 6, and 2 of those are icons, so you can at least
shift
spend
1 to get
of
extra
them.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll shift 1 so I can get a roll extra dice on damage because I get 1 ED. It's base 12.
Yep. You get
With a
whatever the
-2.
base extra dice you get, and then bonus from like shifting successes and whatnot.
Okay, so I get 1 extra die to the damage. And I just need to at least hit with it? I get an icon, so I guess I do the damage, right? Or is it just add that? Okay.
You do the base damage, and then you add your shifting, or shift your, you add your extra. So you shift, you got one that is 1 icon that you got, so it's your base damage plus 1 in this case.
Yeah, so it's base damage plus 1, so it'll be 13 damage with minus 2 AP.
13 minus 2. Oh, will that actually do it? No, he does not die.
All right.
He looks wounded, but your shot does not take him down quite as cleanly as the last cannon.
World Eater with a gun. Your time is now.
So I have a bolt gun. I'm just gonna sit there and give him the business. I move up to that way. I'm definitely in short range, so I can benefit from rapid fire.
I think I gave you like a couple magazines of crack, and I could be wrong.
I don't remember that.
I will say that if you wanted to do that, you could do that.
How do the special rounds work?
No, I don't think I did. I think I talked about it, but Parkin didn't want to take them. Because he didn't think he was going to.
When is Harkin ever going to shoot something? Oh, look.
Yeah. Because I'm looking at my
like
ammo count right now, and I'm fully loaded up.
5 icons.
That'll beat his defense. If only
now
just...
it has brutal. I don't believe that this takes into account brutal.
No. So you'll need to do your own math when you want to roll that. But brutal is 2 3s give you 1 success, and 5 6s get you 2.
So, and then because I have rapid fire, because I moved up, I get 2 additional bonus die. 2 additional die. That is dice mating. It's not going to do us any good. You clown. 2 4 2. Plus 10, so
any AP?
No.
It's just a bolt pistol?
It's just a bolt gun.
Oh, bolt gun. That bounces off his armor. Astartes Mark III does what it needs to do and just fucking eats the grenades that you were essentially sending his way.
So it was 10 damage plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 14 total. Doesn't get through.
Oh, you did 14. I thought you did 11. I saw the.
No, I was doing math out loud.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, 14. It will wound him a bit more, but he's still standing.
Okay.
My bad. 11 is his armor, so.
So since it goes to the top of a new round, do we get to act first again?
Correct.
Cool. Okay. I'll just smoke this guy.
Yes, run out your last cannon.
I mean, it has reliable. As long as I don't do the stupid thing like I did last time and do like any of the full auto bullshit, it won't run out.
Full auto. You must destroy this man. Salvo him specifically.
That's stupid. No. That's a really dumb idea.
You make.
I like using this thing. 10 icons.
and a complication.
Oh, please tell me I can just make it run out of ammo.
Well, I had 4 normal icons, so that's enough to beat his defense. So I can shift 3 of those, which is overkill. But I'm gonna do it anyways. 3 + 2 is 5, plus 3 is 8.
You know what? Because it's a complication, I'm going to say it runs out of ammo after this.
God,
However, you do absolutely just fucking destroy this man.
Okay.
Yeah, you maybe lean into the trigger a little bit too much, and then you hear the power down noise.
Error, flash, overheat, down.
Fucking Les. Fucking once he's dead, stand up, fucking dump the last cannon off to the side.
Pick up the other guy's plasma pistol. Now we'll have 2 plasmas running around.
Oh hey, yeah, plasma pistol. I had fucking
You
power
did aim for his head. Like that thing is pristine.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab the plasma pistol.
It's only been dropped a little.
Yeah. Do you want to grab his power sword, Brandon? Oh, wait, you have a power axe. What am I saying?
I have a power sword and a chain axe.
Oh, a chain axe. Okay, never mind then.
I have the power axe.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
he has the Omniscient axe, which is effectively a power axe.
Let's see.
Power axe
Plasma pistol. That's bolt las plasma pistol.
It's got extra reach, but it doesn't have rending.
No, but it's true. It does have power field though.
Oh yeah,
Plasma
it's power
pistol
axe.
has damage 15, ED 1, AP -3, salvo
Yeah, I'm
1,
screenshotting it.
6, 12, and 18.
That's fair.
In the meantime, Tarek is just gonna look around and see what the rest of the deckhands are doing.
They are taking cover. They are serfs. Yep. They are not paid to fight Space Marines.
I'm literally grabbing the plasma pistol and I am full tilt Space Marine sprinting.
Yep.
I'm just in our private Vox. Just move.
It is at this point that the gun goes away and the axe and sword come out.
Okay.
Because it only specifies that keep swinging until there's only friendly targets. The serfs are not friendly; they are neutral. At best.
I mean, you got to think, Harkin. Everyone on the ship is a traitor. Even if they didn't act, they were complacent.
Yeah, that is why
they let their brothers die.
Everyone's pretty clear. Anybody who gets in our way.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get stuck in the fucking hangar. Harkin would have been there all fucking day.
Yeah.
Murder.
Hey, can I borrow the glory to try to willpower this again?
No. All right. Running.
All right. So you guys get moving. Your tech priest friend is far less celeritas. In fact, he isn't really running. Once he comes off of the ship and you guys are bolting, you can see him just casually strolling on out with his crew as you guys bolt ahead. You assume he is attending to things either elsewhere on the ship or has different priorities.
He made it clear where he was going to be going when we got on the ship, so I'm assuming he is making those plans into motion.
Is going to go be threatening to the local tech priests? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
You've been promoted to servitor.
What was that?
They've been promoted to servitor.
Yeah. It depends on how they answer. But that's a story for another time. And as you guys get to the spinal lift that would take you to the Strategium, you will encounter a friend as I mark myself down at Ruin Point.
Mm-hmm.
And this ship appears to have a dreadnought on it.
Big monster.
Where's Magnus?
Yeah. Bong. God, I love that. Fucking that man was so based. But before I get sucked into that, it turns to notice you. On one side, it has a power fist, and on the other side, it appears to be a plasma cannon.
Fuck.
That's not good.
It's so not good.
It's blocking our way, isn't it?
It is on the lift. It hasn't fired at you yet, but it has definitely noticed you, and a lift is a little slow to just casually hang with it if it doesn't like you.
Okay, well, this thing's gonna have to die. So, crack grenade.
All right.
Yeah,
We begin initiative.
There's no dice pool listed for it. I presume it is just.
I believe it. Ballistics go.
Well,
just throw it, right? One moment.
Yeah, it's just I don't.
When you fire or throw a blast weapon, choose any point in range, then make a DN3 ballistic skill test. Apply range effects as normal unless you're using a thrown weapon like a grenade. If you fail the test, the attack misses and scatters. If you succeed, explosion is centered on your target.
Okay.
Oh no!
It's
a
fucking
ballistic
scatter
skill
rules.
3 test. Oh no! Don't mind. No, Dice Maiden. God damn. All right. Well, ballistic skill 14 roll.
Well, let's see it.
Okay. 6 icons and a fucking complication, bro.
Yeah, it's a dud. I would not do that to you. You do, however, you can't shift the exalted icon, but you do get it with the crack grenade.
That's fine.
While you do the rest of the rolls, I will figure out your complication.
I can't shift. Okay, so it's +5. Okay. Come on. So 17 damage, AP -2.
17 damage, AP -2, nice.
Yeah.
All right. Let me check one thing.
I think that was one of 2 that we have.
Yeah.
I started off with 3.
Complications.
Yeah, I have 3.
Okay, because I don't have it noted how many I have, and I know I haven't used any until this point because I've been saving them in case of shit like this.
I know that I have none.
Terrible. What do you mean? You didn't give an assault marine a melta bomb? Bruh. How are you supposed to take out the enemy land raiders?
Bro, fucking none of the basic combat complications are gonna be good unless I have you like fucking you threw it so hard you fell to the ground. That's dumb.
Hot take. Most systems that have complications don't account for everything and generally leave you with the option of gain a shock or a stress or whatever your system wants to call it.
Yeah.
That's a fun and engaging mechanic, TM.
I'm going to say that the complication in this will allow it to roll resilience like you would for soaking wounds.
Oh, we don't roll. We just have resilience.
Is that what the case? I thought if it went through your armor, you roll resilience.
Yeah, it's just flat soak, essentially.
1 moment while I double check that, because that sounds weird to me. But you may very well be right.
If it's roll, bruh, Brandon would be dead by now.
I would. I would be a corpse.
Because rolling 11 dice in this system,
in order to do wounds to you, and that just stacks with armor. Then
yeah, you have your base resilience, which comes from toughness,
right. No,
and
you're
then
right.
your armor adds that.
You're right. Then what was it for soak? It was determination then, right?
Yeah, determination's
that's
like,
it. Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you have to fucking do some extra.
That's my bad. I'm going to have it roll determination to resist.
Virgil, is that you?
Okay. What this dreadnought didn't know is that we are the storm that is approaching.
What? Why did it do it like that? What? Why? What?
Well, it got one. 66.
It got one.
Oh, apparently when I just have it roll that, it does it that way. Fucking, I learned something about this bot every time. Okay, so it got one, which it is going to eat a shock as the crack grenade bounces off of its ceramite hull, detonating, and it just kind of waves its power fist to clear the smoke that comes from the detonation, seemingly unaffected.
How far away is it?
15 meters.
Chargeable. Gotcha. I'd like to seize the initiative when Zemian ends his turn.
You know what? I will let you spend a glory for that.
All I'm doing is just sprinting for cover because I think it's got a plasma cannon. Don't want to get deleted.
Right, it does. All right, Harkin, you have seized the initiative.
I'm wrecking. I'm gonna try to wreck. She's gonna fucking chart. Why does it always struggle to go to the second page of my sheet? Goddamn. All right. So may ignore up to rank DN of penalties for my melee attack. And then I get to add 1 to my strength modifier.
That's right. The butcher's nails activate. It is time for murder.
It is time for murder.
You're good at murder.
Well, I'm okay.
Wait, if grenades are ranged weapons, can I aim called shot?
I think blast fucks with that maybe, but I'd have to look.
10 icon and 1 glory.
Yeah, you can exalt 2 of those. Let me double check. I'm not lying to you.
Please don't lie. I can't handle it right.
Yeah, you can exalt 2 of those.
I probably should have specified this is the power sort going.
Okay. Yeah, you can exalt 2 of those. And you got a glory. What do you want to do with that glory? If anything, or are you just adding it to the pool?
I'd add it to the pool.
Cool.
So strength +5.
Actually, 1 second. What the fuck designated a critical hit? Because that might actually just make it a critical hit.
True.
Critical hits.
Frenzied 13.
When you roll a 6 on your wrath die, you score a critical hit.
Oh.
And you didn't miss.
So how do criticals work in this game? Because I don't think I did not read those rules because I never expected to see it.
Mm-hmm. One moment. Page 198. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. There we go. I want you to roll 2d6.
2d6.
It is a lot like Alien in its critical hits, actually.
Oh boy.
So in this case, do the 2d6 like I did.
Oh.
Never mind. It's 64. That's cool. It's good enough.
I didn't dice man.
Unspeakable. No, appalling detonation. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Probably the worst thing that could have happened to me.
Ill fortune causes the blow to strike a foe's volatile war gear. He does have a plasma cannon.
Oh no, you hit the you hit the fuel.
How is it that when I crit, I still lose?
You hit the fuel.
Hang on, we don't know if it hurts you yet.
The critical hit affects an additional target within 10 meters. All targets suffer +1 wound.
The additional target is the man inside the dreadnought.
No, the dreadnought is one target. He will, however, take 1d. Target suffers 1d6. If it has carried any explosives, it suffers 1d3 mortal wounds. I'm going to give it the 1d6 wounds.
Okay. So you're going to roll the 1d6 mortal? Because I have 2. Okay.
2.
All right.
And you just take 1.
Yep, that's fine. I love it.
As you hit it in a fucking haze of supercharged ionized gas shrouds the two of you.
I just want to make sure I run all this math by you. Strength of 9 because of the power armor. I have 6 in strength naturally. I'm frenzied, so my strength goes up by 1. So I get a 10.
Yep.
Plus 5 from power sword. And then power sword has ED of 4, and then I had 2 exalted, 2 icon shift.
So you'll roll 6. Yeah, so you got 15 with 6 ED. Roll the 15 plus 6.
Damn, those dog shit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that dog shit means his ceramite, despite hitting the plasma cannon, his ceramite would take that.
I have AP minus 3.
Oh, then that will dig through it a bit, yeah. As despite the injury, he will continue through. So he took 2, and then he took and you says AP what?
Minus 3.
Okay. And that is, he definitely has an armor rating because he's a fucking dreadnought. Okay, I have noted it down.
All right. It's Harkin's turn. Wait, was it? Oh, no, this 2d6 was the critical, and then the 1d6 was the mortal.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Continue on.
Okay. In that case, it is its turn, and there is some fresh meat in front of it that is pissed it off personally.
Good. Fucking at me, mate.
So we're gonna weapon skill.
Right.
It's multi-attack, but it isn't attacking multiple people. Actually, yeah, it'll do that. It's gonna take a swing at you and fire out a Mr. Crack Grenade.
Oh, it didn't destroy his weapon? Unfortunate.
No.
So against me, I have a defense of 6, since I have parry with the...
Okay, well, it misses you. It fails a result to that. And then let's see what it does with Ephraim. Ephraim, do you have 6 defense by any chance?
No.
All right.
Didn't you take cover?
Oh, I did take cover. That's right. I don't know how much extra defense it would have given me.
Let's take a look at that real quick.
I think it's +2. I was just looking at it. Where'd it go?
Yeah, if you get it, let me know. Because otherwise, okay. Oh, that's what's going on. Come on.
Quick reference. Cover +1 defense if less than half of you is covered, +2 if more than half.
All right. No, what's your defense? Base.
My base defense is 4.
Okay. So when you moved, did you go to like fucking hit the like around the full corner so you are not visible? Or are you still?
Yeah. I wanted to break a line of sight because I didn't want to risk getting blasted by the plasma cannon.
That's fair. Well, in that case, I guess this would affect things. Did you move far enough around the corner that like there's no firing through that? It's not cover. It is you'd have to move to come out. Or did you do it for cover specifically?
I did it specifically for cover because I just threw a grenade. I'm like,
yeah. I'm making sure that it is you are a valid target.
Yeah, like I realized that it's a plasma cannon. He could try to shoot through the cover.
That is essentially what he is doing. So that is 6 icons with your 6 defense. I need to double check how ties work.
I think it's meat. But
icons equal or succeed. So it is equal to he hits you. He just doesn't get the bonus dice from succeeding super hard.
Okay.
So that's going to be that. He's just rolling this. So that is 16 at AP -3.
Oh, that's not good. That's really not good. Okay. Well. Ow. I'm at 10 out of 13 wins.
Oh, fuck.
Yep.
All right, Tarek, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna aim with my plasma pistol and I'm gonna fucking blast it.
So I started blast.
So what does aim do again? Aim gives me a +1 or ignores the in melee. Harkin, you're still in melee with it.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, so I'm ignoring the penalties for firing into melee then. I get a total of 8 icons with 1 exalted. I am blasting it with a plasma pistol.
8 icons with 1 exalted, you said?
Correct.
All right. That said, you may want to switch to the dice bot channel.
What?
You rolled 40k.
Oh, I rolled in the wrong one.
Yes. That said, that will hit. That will be enough to exalt that icon too.
I can shift the icon?
Yeah, you can shift the icon. Exalt.
Okay, cool. Because I get 5 ED plus the icon, so it's what, 6 dice?
Yeah.
That looks to be 5 icons.
Well, you had a plasma pistol?
Plasma pistol.
It's got 1 ED. How do you have 5 ED?
It's got 1 ED. I was reading the wrong stat line.
Okay.
So I'll just say I get the 1 ED.
So you'll want to reroll that.
Okay.
So you'll be rolling 2 instead.
Wait, glory.
I mean, you still get 2. So how much damage is that?
That'll be 17 damage minus 3.
All right. That will crack at its ceramite casing a bit more. But this thing is going strong.
That aim with a free action, and then I will just kind of move down towards another hallway, or towards an open hallway or door, so I can not be in direct line of sight in this hallway.
You are gonna follow Ephraim's lead and get the fuck out of sight.
Yep.
Understandable.
All right. I think that brings it back to us.
Yeah, it's top of initiative again.
I can take another swing, or someone can attempt to shoot it with something.
You're the one who's done the most damage so far, right?
I think technically.
Yeah, it might be better for you to go again. Yeah.
Cool. I'll just go full attack. I'll just swing all of my weapons at it.
All right, so you're doing a multi attack, or what? Multi attack is the attacking multiple people. You're doing
so all out attack plus 2 bonus dice to all melee attacks minus 2 defense till start of your next.
Okay.
And then the multi attack is plus 2 DN to all attacks, which I ignore because of how I've built.
Yeah,
for
I'm
each
just
attack. You know?
remembering which one's which. To the other cheat sheet. You're doing a multi night. So it is multi attack.
Yeah,
right.
But because I'm frenzied, it's all out attacks.
Okay.
Because I cannot control myself.
No multi action. Yes, multi attack. Okay.
Yeah. So 12 and 2. So go to 14. This is some dookie dog shit.
Also on the wrong channel.
It is. I'm going to reroll so we can delete that here in a second. Just need to
Oh, you're gonna spend a glory to do that?
Yeah.
All right, that puts you down to 2 glory.
You dice, maiden. Team dice, 1 fucking success. There we go. That's what I like to see. 8
All
icons.
Right. You can shift once.
I will happily do that.
All right.
Do you want me to roll all the attacks first for?
I mean, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You're doing them pretty much at the same time.
Yeah. So roll the
math is all the same. They're not gonna you don't get dice or wound penalties or whatever. You are including your penalty for multi-attacking, right?
I get to ignore it because of how I'm built for the butcher's nails.
Right. Yes, I gave you that. I remember.
I remember. And a glory die. So I got a 6 on it again, so that's a crit.
All right, let's see that 2d6.
63.
Unspeakable carnage.
I love it.
What the fuck? All right, so it suffers 1d3 plus 3 mortal wounds, and you can spend glory to increase the amount of mortal wounds, 1 for 1.
Oh, I'm about to hit it. So, man. Well, damage once, apply it to all targets. I mean, we're at 2 glory, guys. Do you want me to? I imagine we want to hold off on that and just, roll the bones, see if we can get 3 mortal wounds.
I mean,
Or you're getting a minimum of 4.
Yeah, I mean, we can just try to push our luck and try to hold on to the glory. Because who
Yeah, 'cause I
knows
still
what.
I still haven't rolled damage yet. Because technically speaking, this damage is getting applied twice.
Are you getting something that lets you multi-attack the same target, or is that something we can just do naturally? Because I'm under the impression multi-attack has to be different enemies.
It's fucking weird.
Does it state that?
It doesn't explicitly say it. All it says is that it works similarly to multi-actions. Every additional attack increases the defense of every target by +2 for the purposes of multi-attack. Each attack from your multi-attack must use the same weapon, and you cannot shift, which is something we've been doing wrong. You cannot shift as part of a multi-attack.
Well, then you just
roll
get rid
damage
of
once.
Yeah, then he just not shift that icon. He hasn't rolled damage yet, so.
Yeah, I haven't rolled damage yet, so that's not a big deal.
Yeah, but it doesn't explicitly say you cannot hit the same person multiple times.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can.
That's the shooting. Does it say anything with multi-attack from melee? No, it does not. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
that's
you
just
can.
flat multi-attack.
I think that might have been just a misinterpretation based on cheat sheets before.
Yeah, and this. So I have 18 from all of my fucking juice that I'm fucking just slurping here.
Well, give me a second. So you're not spending glory on the critical, correct?
No, I'm not.
Okay, 1 second. 5.
It's not it.
And then I'm spending ruin to activate its ability.
50.
Lightning reflexes. Damn. Okay. So it'll only eat 2 of those, and then it'll take 3. Looking a little beat up. Now do your damage.
Okay, so it's 15, 4 extra dice, just at base, since we can't shift.
You're getting the 4 extra days, yeah.
And then AP minus 3 for 17.
All right.
Again, funny enough.
You did twice, right?
It's 1 damage roll according to it, so that gets applied twice.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'll roll it again and hope for a better result. You don't have to convince me.
No, man. 1 moment. And you said AP minus 3. Man, you're crit fishing this thing is what you're doing. All right, that scratches in a bit, but the dreadnoughts are renownedly tough, and holy shit, this thing is.
Yep.
Now are you guys going to seize the initiative? Or is it my turn?
How fucked up is this thing looking?
It's looking a little beat up. You guys have laid into it a bit, primarily by Harkin's hand.
Yeah. I'm worried if I stick my head out, I'm gonna get fucking smoked.
You are in smiting range.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I don't want to seize. I don't want to give it an opening to hit me just yet.
All right. Ephraim, are you feeling the same, or not? Ephraim. Tarek, are you feeling the same way?
We don't have a big pool. I will definitely just let it be.
Correct. You are down to 2 glory.
So, the Dreadnought gets to go.
Cool. I need to look something up real quick. By the way, do you have dual wield? I guess it doesn't matter if you have dual wield. If you're using different weapons, you do roll damage separately.
I have to use the same. Oh well, yeah. No, I was using the power sword. Since the power sword has AP.
Yeah, I just figured since you're using you have 2 weapons, you have I don't know if you bought dual wield or not, but it does say in that if you're using a different weapon, you can and are using it for multi attack, you can damage separately with each one.
I'm pretty sure I do have dual wield, but
so it is going to okay, or must be a one-handed. Well, technically it is a one-handed. It's just also a heavy weapon. Threatful. Ignoring penalties, blah blah blah. No, it has not failed a result test.
I should have rolled determination. I'm so stupid.
Soaking is good.
Yeah.
So it is going to multi-attack.
Me?
We're going to start with you, yeah.
Because I attack, my defense goes down to a 4.
Okay, so it can only shift one. Oh no, it can't shift because it's multi-attacking. So it's going to just come at you from the side with this power fist, with this dreadnought-sized power fist.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
I need to double check weapon quality.
I imagine it's unwieldy.
No, unwieldy. It's rending.
Since he can't spend shifts.
Damn.
You spend shifts to get AP.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
It's the reason why I'm not using the fucking power axe.
Yeah.
Or the chain axe.
All right, so that's going to be 14 damage going your way.
Goddamn. 2 of it will get through.
All right. Do remember you can spend shock to roll determination to soak wounds. If you so choose. And then it's going to shift around the plasma cannon, and well, you're the one in sight.
See, that's what I'm saving the shock for.
That's a lot of icons.
Oh boy.
I believe I can shift that twice.
Can't shift.
No, I can't shift. You're right. Haha. I'm smart. It's okay. It's only. Oh, you're not so bad. It's only this. AP -3.
I will be spending a determination to try to soak that up.
Oh, fair.
So I roll. Correct.
Yeah, you roll your determination. You take 1 shock and you roll determination, and if it reduces it to 0, you'll take a second shock, and that's it.
3 icons.
So you will soak up 3 of that. Is that enough?
3. Damn, I'm fucking. Unfortunate. Okay, so does it just I take the full 6 again anyway?
No, yeah, it reduces it.
Oh, so okay, so I only take.
Yeah, if
Cool.
it would reduce it to 0, you instead take a shock like you had. It had done 0 damage to you.
Cool. Ow.
Yeah. And that's its turn.
All right, light them up.
Fucking all right. Please don't lead to my fucking inevitable annihilation. I will step out with the plasma pistol, and pretty sure this is close range. I'm going to do a.
Oh no, plasma pistol? No. If you are at the edge of the lift using quarters as cover, you're at medium range, I believe, for a plasma pistol.
Plasma pistol's range?
Because plasma pistols have short range. It's short as 6, right?
That's what I'm double checking.
Well,
it's short as 6, medium as 12. Yeah, you're at medium range.
Okay, well that's fine.
Unless you want to come closer. Come closer.
Don't.
Do you think I was born yesterday?
I was born at night. Not last night, but it was a night.
How much was the aim again? Was it a +1?
+1, or accidentally hit the guy if you get a complication, or ignore the ignore the melee penalties and just.
Yeah. So +1. I'm gonna take an aim and do a called shot for the fucking eye of this dreadnought.
You're going for the sarcophagus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And this is a call shot aim. You're saying we can multi-attack the same enemy?
Yeah, presumably.
Okay.
Let me double check multi-attack.
Like I said, the section did not explicitly say you can't. The way it's written just implies that you're expected to hit multiple targets. And there's another spot that mentions, salvo is generally used for hitting the same target multiple times, but none of the salvo options actually give you anything for hitting the same target multiple times.
Multi-attack just states that it's +2 difficulty per additional target. So if it's not, if there's no additional targets, there's no.
I'm gonna say that attacking the same person twice counts as they are an additional target. You're targeting them and then them. If someone wants to get mad in the comments and say that we're doing it wrong, that's cool. I don't care.
Don't worry.
It's otherwise it seems like you can't dual wield, and that's stupid.
Yeah, that's true. So aim for the extra die, cold shot for the +3 ED. And then I will multi-attack it for a second hit, so that 3 goes up to 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'll just try to shoot it twice. So I'm not in short range from getting all those extra dice. I get the 1 from aim, so that gives me 15 dice.
Only 15.
Yeah, it's not great. There we go.
God damn it. And people stop rolling in the wrong channel.
No.
I was looking at the plasma pistol fucking shit. Well, it's 9 icons. I'll delete it.
You can't shift those because multi-attack, but
I literally just said that. But yes.
Yeah.
9 icons. However,
I get +3 ED because of my cold shot, so it goes up to ED4. And I also did my aimed cold shot, which procs my dead shot, which doubles the bonus ED. So the bonus ED was the +3, so that becomes +6. So it's 7 ED, damage 15.
All right, let's see it.
Damage 15 plus the 7. 21 damage. That is at AP -3.
Damn.
Twice.
All right, so next time I just make sure that for whatever reason Mortarion is on this ship.
Does Mortarion have stats? That feels like a mistake.
No. 21 3. All right. It is a very well placed shot, and you can see it chunk the casing, but he is not down.
Getting hit like that twice, still standing?
Oh, hitting like that twice. Let me double check.
Because remember, I multi-attacked.
Yeah.
And I don't, because the same weapon, it's just the same damage.
That's 4 more. He is not down. Nope. That case is beat to shit and is sparking, and it is not looking good, but that man is still alive.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It is a dreadnought, but luckily we still have take out another player turn. Line him up.
Yeah.
Tarek, please. I don't want to get punched again.
That's perfectly fine. Tarek's actually going to come out of cover. Tarek is actually going to do multi-attack. Tarek's going to use 2 guns on this one.
Okay.
Oh no, do I have to use 1 gun?
It does have to be the same gun.
Unless you have dual wield.
Well, fine.
Yeah.
I will blast it with my plasma pistol because I'm also going to walk towards this fucker to get into guard range.
Okay.
I'm also going to aim so I don't take the penalties for accidentally shooting Harkin in the back.
I think it's fine.
Because I get +1 die. So that means I get 11 dice. And I'm glad I took the aim action because I could have actually shot you in the back, Harkin.
Please don't do that.
Instead, you're going to run out of ammo with this.
I'm glad it's just a weapon jam. I can't run out of ammo with my plasma gun.
Oh, right. Yeah, then it's a weapon jam.
But that's a hit with 11 icons. And 3 of which are exalted. I can't shift, so that's whatever.
Yeah, if you can't shift, you hit them.
So I only get 15 +1. Something like that.
Yeah.
Nice, I get an exalted. So that becomes 17 minus 3.
It hits a ceramite.
17 minus 3 twice.
Yep, it hits a ceramite twice.
Not good for
it does not appear to phase him.
Rude.
Top of the initiative.
Would people like me to swing and, test our luck, or do people want to shoot who want to shoot?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I could shoot again. And hopefully it'll be enough. Here's to hoping he doesn't survive.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna For the Emperor! Charge in and try to barrel stuff the pistol into the fucking opening. This thing, well, I can't move if I take an aim. Fuck. So no, I'm gonna stay put.
For the Emperor! Stand stock still.
Yep. Sometimes it'd be like that.
It do be like that.
Okay, so once again, 15 dice. I want to believe. Doing just the same thing again. Multi-attack, all that shit. 6 icons. And a glory.
That will crit.
That's
You
hot.
want to roll that 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6. 6.
24. Ferocious rending. Attack shreds the opponent's flesh to ribbons, leaving them open to attack. They suffer 1d3 wounds and is vulnerable.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do you want to give me the damage real quick?
Yeah. So it's gonna be the same ED again, so it's gonna be another +7.
Yeah.
So 15 plus 7. 20 damage. AP -3.
All right.
Twice.
Let's we're gonna spend a ruin here. Activate its lightning reflexes and see.
Guys,
if
I'm
it
starting
can.
to think there's nothing on the bridge that's gonna be a threat to us. He's doing everything he can to stop us at this elevator.
Yeah, this is kind of the thing. You do 20 EP3 or AP3, 23, and you got. I need to see how many wounds he would take because it's a D3, right? Yes.
Yeah, and I'm assuming the vulnerable does something regarding the damage.
It lowers his defense. Oh, that's a bad roll, which means with the 4 icons, he manages to just soak it. As he shifts out of the way from your pristine shot that would probably kill him and lets the Ceramite continue to take the beating.
But can he do it twice?
We'll find out. Let's go.
Yeah, second shot.
I assume. Oh, right. Second shot.
Yeah, except
same damage.
Same damage, same AP. 20 AP -3.
20 AP -3. Well, now I feel silly for spending that ruin.
It's okay. Just whittling down your resources.
One of us is at 3 points from death. The other one's halfway there. The other one, he's back there. He's doing all right.
Pathfinder rules. It doesn't matter unless you're 0.
To glance a little bit at like the dying and the stuff. Max wounds is not death, but it's not great.
It's not great. It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great, but it's not dead. So we can actually take a little bit of a beating even when our wounds are full, but we are definitely a lot less combat effective when that happens. I'll tell you that much.
Have any wounded? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's neat. We have not been doing something correctly. Anyone who has taken any wounds suffers the wounded condition, and that is a +1 difficulty number to all tests.
For a number of us, that would not matter due to our rank. And specifically for the 2 people that are wounded because of how we built, we get to ignore that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I haven't come close to maxing my DN reduction from a natural ballistic skill yet, so
If there was a second target here, I would, and then it would matter. But because I'm fighting one big guy,
yeah, it looks like you can't roll determination unless I spend a point of ruin. Yes. Should have made it an adversary. It looks like that is it. That second shot manages, you realign it and you get it, and that gets into the coffin that is his home and ends the man within. The dreadnought slumps, unable to fully fall down, but clearly inoperable now.
Ugh. Good riddance, traitor.
It's not a Primarch, but it will have to do.
Let's take a moment and get the lift. I can't remember.
While we take the lift, I'm going to medicate everybody.
Did you mean to have a German accent there for a second?
That actually was not even me doing a German accent. Your ears are busted, sir.
There are many.
But while we are taking the lift, I will actually medicate people in the meantime.
Groovy, get the guy that's 10 out of 13.
Yeah.
You're stopping to take time to do this?
No, while the lift is going up.
Okay. Yeah, you've only got a couple of minutes. The lifts aren't the fastest thing, but they are still, enough to get people around in a timely fashion.
If it's enough for one person, then that. Yeah. I nominate fucking Ifrin.
Yeah.
Where is the thing? So
Yeah, because we don't automatically recover anything after combat, do we?
No.
Okay.
Oh, so hey, Ephraim.
Yep.
Go ahead and gain 8 of your wounds back.
Oh, good. Okay. That undid that plasma shot that I should have rolled determination on.
8 wounds?
Heal wounds. Yep. If you have a Medicaid rating, you can heal a single character's wounds during a regroup. They automatically regain a number of wounds equal to your Medicaid in dice pool.
You guys aren't on this for an hour.
Yeah, if it has to be during a regroup, yeah, we don't have time.
Yeah, this is not a regroup period.
Unfortunately,
you are not resting.
Yeah.
You are doing some field medicine to make sure he doesn't die.
Okay, you can make a test to restore a wound to a character every shift exalted. Icon on the test restores an additional wound.
So in theory, you can shift once, and so you can restore 2 of his wounds.
I also have a glory. Can I do an extra one?
The glory will add to your pool. The 6 that exalted icon is that glory roll.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you get 2 wounds back.
Yeah, it's something.
So you guys are back to 2 glory.
How hard hit was Harkin?
Harkin he took 6 damage. He's fine.
That's
he's got 8 left.
That's only a flesh wound.
Hello, Harkin. Receive 2 additional wounds.
Deal.
All right. What are the odds? There's another one at the top.
I don't want to think about that.
Don't do that to me.
Let's see, hold on. Because I had a med kit. Or count of the med kit. I needed a thing.
I have one more ruin. I could do it.
You don't.
I'm thinking about it real hard. No.
That's perfectly fine. No. I just don't take the penalty for trying to heal people's wounds, which is a +3 difficulty number. So I'm good. So yeah, no, everyone knows just gets 2.
Okay.
Things I will take. All right. To the bridge. To the wall.
Yeah, you go to the bridge, and there appear to be 2 Marines there among the menials that make up the bridge crew. They have not yet noticed you as they are busy with their own things.
Well, you know what? Fuck it. Just gonna, since they haven't noticed us, just gonna raise the bolt gun. Aim, called shot for the heads. Just try to drop them before they even know what hit them, really.
Doing the multi-action,
Yeah, multi-attack. This is the bolt gun, though, which I'm assuming they're about 10 meters away. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So naturally close range for aiming is a +1. I get half my tier from tip of the spear, so that's +2, so that's +3. On my 14, so that's 17. Aim action for an 18 dice. Blast them! Fantastic. That's 12 icons.
Jeez.
And then it's going to be ED1 +2 for headshots. That's going to get doubled because I aim called shots. That's 4 +1 is 5. And it's base damage 14. So 14 +5. For 16 damage, AP -2, because I'm using Kraken bolt rounds. And in case it matters, the bolt gun is suppressed. Silenced, I should say. Because they got super fancy 40k suppressors.
Yeah. Well, the no one hears the rocket propelled grenade blow the back of this man's head off.
Fair.
So he fucking hits the ground.
Same with the other guy, I imagine, since it was a multi-attack. He did target both.
The drops. The crew is now panicked a little, but like they're not exactly sure what the fuck happened, so they're not exactly just running.
We're in charge of the ship now. Back to your stations.
Harkin comes out covered in everything.
If anybody actually tries to leave the room, I will shoot them.
Yeah, you want to give me an intimidation?
Sure. Fuck me.
Harkin, do you have any ranks in intimidation by any chance? You're a war leader. How the fuck?
Well, I got 3 icons and a glory.
I have a die for you.
Sure, I'll roll another die.
Roll 2. Harkin is covered in blood. That counts for fucking something.
Okay.
Damn it, well, they don't have to. They don't have to know it.
It's 4 icons. 4 icons.
And a glory.
All right. Well, that's enough to intimidate normal humans. They get back to their posts. They are awaiting orders.
Box the Magus.
Yeah. Gonna try to establish connection to the engine room.
from from up here. See if he's taking control down there yet.
Yeah, when you vox do you vox him or just tune into the enginarium?
The enginarium. This is our ship now.
Fair. So use the ship vox to tune to the enginarium, and there's a little bit of a ping. And no one exactly picks up. So you would do the next best thing of having them open the communication anyway to at least hear what's going on. And it sounds like there is a fair bit of screaming and bolter fire, as well as death to the heretic, death to the traitor.
Absolute cinema of it all. All right. In that case, I will vox the Archmagos directly. Archmagos, I see you haven't secured the engine room yet.
It is a work in progress. There is much to be done.
Right. Is that going to be a problem if we try to leave the system? Or are we good to move?
I would advise against warp translation without the enginarium secured.
Well, that's
We
fine.
need to come down
We
there.
don't want to be actually in this area if we want to try to do warp translation in the middle of everyone else's gun line.
You hear there's a pause, you hear a squelch, and then he tunes back in. I have things handled.
Right, so we...
It will only be a few moments.
I like your words, Magic Man.
Automata are handling the last of the abominable heretics now.
Right. Understood.
Do you have a solution to the rest of the battle group? I doubt they will take kindly to us just leaving. Even if they do not believe we are circumventing their ship, they will likely not take kindly to cowards.
Hey, Damiani.
Yep.
Can Tarek quickly patch into what's going on with the battle group while the conversation is going on?
You just want to get look over the aspects of info and communications or
and
logs.
Effectively, I also want to see what happened to the other ship that was suicide bombed.
Oh yeah, I mean, give me a tech. This is not communicating with the machine spirit, so you'll just get the bonus to your dice pool rather than the auto.
Oh my god, that is one too many dice.
Actually, a lot more than one too many. Enjoy you rolled 103 dice.
79 icons.
Look, I tried to press enter. Apparently, I got a 3 in there. My true tech though is going to be a 7 icons and a glory.
Okay, you'll replenish the pool one. So let's one thing at a time. We will start with the status of the Minotaur. The Minotaur is functional. For all intents and purposes, the suicide run was not good, and it had people very much in a tizzy, as it were. But there was no danger that the Minotaur was going to be destroyed by such a thing.
Okay.
as you look through the logs and the Vox, the Vox logs and the Augur Auspex data, you will find that evidently things have not gone quite so well for things up here. Evidently, the Gallius Xerxes 977 did a fair number of damage to some ships, even destroying a few strike cruisers before it went down. Likewise, the Ducroix evidently turned its torpedo tubes onto trader warships and tried to fire on them as the virus bombs were sent out. It even did enough damage to destroy some escort ships and did significant damage to the battleship Killing Star. Evidently, one of the heavy cruisers, the Sunstone, had a Terran plenipotentiary, and that ship, the Emperor's children were assigned to assassinate the Council of Terra's representative, and that turned from what was supposed to be a simple kill order to it is an ongoing deck-by-deck battle for the vessel.
Interesting.
It appears that while the orbital blockade is in effect, things are not so strategically laid out here in orbit as perhaps the traders would want those on the surface to think.
It's just as chaotic up here.
Yeah.
Fucking shit show.
Likewise, there was another escort ship, the Eisenstein, that evidently was fired on by trader forces and did an emergency warp jump away. Its fate is unknown.
Okay. Interesting. Ephraim.
Yes.
It is entirely possible that we can use this chaotic happenstance that is here in space as it is on the ground to our advantage. As we were making our way to dock with this frigate, a nearby frigate was attacked by this loyalists. Perhaps we can use another fake shuttle as a happenstance to fire upon them and use them as cover to make an emergency warp.
Sounds like as good a plan as any.
It is also important to note, Ephraim, it would appear that at least one loyalist vessel has left this chaos. So here's to hoping that there is more loyalists getting word out back to Terra.
Here's to hoping. All right, what do we need to do to create this distraction?
Very simple. Men, ready a shuttle, ready the Thunderhawk that we came in on, and have it sent directed towards the Minotaur. I will use leadership if necessary for this.
Oh no, they fucking are under threat of death. They're like fucking. I want to live. I choose life.
Mm-hmm. Gunnery.
Love me, Bolter. Love me, Emperor.
Gunnery. We will need to set up a tracking on that Thunderhawk once it leaves the hangar. But I will also need firing solutions along the aft and the engines of the Minotaur.
Sorry, repeat that real quick.
I'm requesting that the gunnery teams actually have a firing solution for the Thunderhawk and
the Minotaur.
And the Minotaur, the flank of the Minotaur, as well as the engines.
Okay. You can aim the lance at it. That said, I believe the
there's
Nova
macro
only
cannons on the side of the frigate here.
It's only a frigate. I don't think it has a full macro cannon. Sorry, one moment.
I mean, based off of freaking Rogue Trader, they should be able to.
I know it's the only frigate size that has in it's a lance. I believe it's the one that has the lances instead of macro cannons. Apologies everyone for this. Just fucking.
These are also Astartes ships, so who knows what the difference is between a Astartes ship and a human one.
Yeah.
So the third splat book he's opening at the moment.
Yeah, dude.
You can't hear him flipping pages, but I can.
In your mind's eye?
In my heart.
In his heart.
My God, why is this one specifically so fucking hard to find? Yeah, no, it's only got the one lance on the top. It is a dorsal lance that has 270 degree. It does not have macro cannons though.
Okay, I assume that the frigate
So
also
you'll need to probably pick one.
Well, would for the sake of role play, the frigate have flak defense, or at least
They all have point defense lasers. Yeah.
Okay. Because the Thunderhawk is not something that we would actually really need to point the lance at.
Yeah, you just have to be close enough for the point defense to reach that.
Yeah, and that's kind of the idea. Is as it's leaving, we have the point defense going off, firing at this quote unquote vessel.
So you're gonna make a show of it, like leaving and going to the Minotaur.
Correct. These are more loyalists who found another way to get another ship and are attempting to do more damage to the Minotaur. And then we will use the lance on the Minotaur in hopes of at least trying to cripple the engine area.
Oh, here we go.
How long does it take to do an emergency warp?
Oh no, I was incorrect. It does have it has 2 macro cannons on each side.
It has
a light battery. It has one prow lance.
That's fine. Then the macro battery will actually be pounding away at the Minotaur. Point defense, making a show of attempting to shoot the Thunderhawk.
Mm-hmm.
And then give us cover to at least warp away.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be fairly complicated cover. Tell you what, so there's not space combat rules out for Wrath and Glory yet because they didn't put them in Church of Steel. They took them out of the remaster for this system. So we're gonna leave it down, boil it down to a series of piloting and tech use tests. I guess a combination of piloting, tech use, and deception. We can. You have your NPC helper that is Caleb Decima, who can fill one of the roles, but each of you will need to, at the very least, one person to each kind of role.
Okay.
So who would like to take piloting? I assume it'll be Tarek because he's got it, but I don't know that the others, you two don't have it. So
what are the two different types of roles? It's piloting and tech.
we're doing piloting, tech, and deception.
Huh.
Yeah, it's
Piloting is my best pool out of those three.
And you have a point in it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a point in any of the skills that you just mentioned.
Same.
Skill monkey.
Yeah. Fortunately, you can't do everything at once. That's the sad bit.
That's perfectly fine. Can I?
What is this crew for? Fucking, what are they doing? Jacking themselves off at these stations?
No, they're doing things. They're just following your lead.
Is one of them playing Galaga?
Oh my god!
One is playing Galaga. Which would be hilarious, all things considered.
Yeah, you should be able to. On review, I'm just double checking. You can't have a rating of 0 in any.
I'm just confused why we're making these roles when they're the ones doing.
You're
the work.
directing them to execute this plan as like it is. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm going to be rolling dice by myself. It is for involvement with you guys.
But can I roll a leadership and just have them do it?
I was going to roll a deception. I'd be down to do that. I don't have a point in it, but I have 4.
I could do leadership. I have a rank in that.
Yeah, you can. You can also do pilot. I have. I was apparently wrong about the no armor or no skill rating. Meaning you can't do it.
So, like I have 6 dice for pilot. I have 3 for tech and deception.
You also have leadership, so
you have leadership.
You could direct them. I'll take care of piloting.
And I'll take care of deception.
You can assist in deception. Got it.
Well, I can't assist in deception.
Yeah, he can roll his own, but he cannot help anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the Archmagos is our tech person.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll roll leadership.
You do have some assistance.
Go 4 icons on leadership. I did my job.
2 icons on deception.
All right.
No, I just need to roll.
We're not going to talk about the fact that it was from 1 die, but we don't need to talk about that.
Aren't you talking about it by not saying you're not talking about it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because you're not talking about it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm rolling pilot now. I can remember what my pilot is.
Caleb's got this.
He's got the tech.
Yeah, the engine is purring.
Can I take a glory and get rid of the complication?
Please.
Sure.
Okay.
Go for it.
I will spend a glory to ignore the complication and get 4 icons in pilot.
Let me do some passive stuff for the reaction and whatnot. But you have successfully at least pulled this stunt off to begin with. Fucking. Let's see if they even fucking realize what's going on.
I think it's a complication.
That is a complication.
They're not.
Pants, they're around my
So-
ankle.
They believe there is treason going on, and they believe that it is the ship that is being treasonous, probably. And that you truly did just miss.
But who are the real traitors? Like, are we being treasonous? But they're the it's
You're untreasoning, I guess?
the treason.
Your reverse
Does
treason.
treason make it an untreason?
Now my brain just hurts.
Turducken. That is all.
But yeah, you successfully buy some time to get a at least they will not notice you spinning up warp translation. You have successfully pulled off this subterfuge. And I guess with that, I'm not gonna like risk the biscuit on the crew doing well or not, because that would be unfair to you guys if I rolled something and it went bad and it just killed you all. So
Rock's fault, everyone dies. Oh no.
yeah. As you take over the ship and you essentially steer it around to pull both the macro cannons and the lance to fire upon the Minotaur, disabling it even as you've convinced it that it is is seeking to save it from the loyalists that seek to board it again. It buys enough time to get your warp drive spinning and the now held hostage astropath to plot a course back towards Terra. Before any ship really has enough time to realize what's going on, you are entering, translating into the warp and gone. It will be a long way back towards Terra, but the Emperor must be told. What will happen to our fellows is a story for another time.
Blackguard.
Black Shield for a time, almost certainly.
Oh my.
Yeah, you guys are going to be one of the 42 or one of the 70.
Well, I have it in my mind for Ephraim that Black Shield for a time, but eventually gets pulled aside to cross the Rubicon. And then come back in the 42nd millennium as a chapter master of a Primaris chapter who is definitely not recycled Trader Gene Seed. That call just happened to not mention was being used.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
I slipped my mind.
And what about the
Gilman
rest
can't
of
be
you?
mad if Call doesn't tell him.
Yeah, that's true. Because we have totally not Emperor's children and totally not word bearers among the Primaris.
Yeah.
I understand why there's totally not. Why there is not totally not world leaders among the Primaris.
And if people want to know,
fair.
the chapter's name I have in mind is the Sons of Shadow.
Interesting.
Hucken's gonna die to a Tyranid or a Necron.
Bruh. You can't make it off of Istamon and be like, yeah, he's just gonna die to a Nid or a Kron. He's just gonna, It's like, come on.
Also, Brandon, it is pretty heavily suspected that the Minotaurs are World Eater gene seed. So you got that.
Jesus.
There is a whole last chapter that is very well written about that. May or may not be Angron boys.
I'll have to look into that. But yeah, do you want to do anything else? Since I don't want us to discuss like our thoughts and feelings quite yet on.
Yeah. I think this is wrap up. I hope you guys had a good campaign. And I hope everybody here enjoyed listening to our short Wrath and Glory game. May or may not see more here in the future. We will figure that out as we decide on what our feelings are for this the system.
And fuck Dreadnoughts.
But that's all. Yeah. Yo, bro, I was even using the worst Dreadnought. I need you to know that.
Guy dropped a Dreadnought after purposefully emptying my last cannon like a dick.
We could have supercharged our plasma pistols, sir.
And risk that exploding? No thanks. I like having a hand.
I'm just saying, sir.
I'm just saying, I know how Imperial plasma works. I'm not taking that risk.
I rolled the 1.
Oh boy. But thank you everybody for listening, and we hope to have you on the next one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.